Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are and when you're watching this. How are you this lovely day? I'm KibbyRose. I am here. I'm a little off my game. Forgive me for that. But I am here to get you started on some prolific sprints to distract you while maybe you get some work done that you don't necessarily want to do. And I'm going to be working on my book because technically that's where my head is. So let me run the little banner and we'll get this started. All right, so I have had an interesting past couple of days. First of all, let me apologize for not streaming on Wednesday. The whole reason being Crohn's. My Crohn's kicked in. I actually had to take the day off of work. I got no sleep that night. And I figured it wasn't good functioning on 4 hours of sleep. So, and I still was having stomach issues. So I'm still kind of battling that. So I'm a little bit tired and a little bit weak, but for the most part, I've been feeling great. I've had some amazing energy and everything else going on. I do want to warn everybody, the horoscopes for the next couple days, looks like there's going to be a lot of indecision. So basically they're warning not to make any big decisions in the next couple days, at least not until Monday. And I was kind of relieved to see that because I was like, I ain't got nothing to worry about for the weekend. So, hello, Jeannie. Miss my face. Only been here for a little while. Have to go to work soon. No worries. Girl, I understand. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi for the little time that you come in. I'm going to be busting butt on getting work done because honestly, I am getting so far on my book. I'm on page 71 of 164 in editing, and I might be done editing this before I even expected to be. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't mind if you're only here for 5 minutes or if you're here for the whole time or if you come back and rewatch because we love the playback crew. So I know you're on book 3. I know. It was like a year ago you were on book 1, or was it 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago that you were on book 1 and now you're on book 3. I'm so happy for you, my dear. Gwenna, the Wanna. Hello, new friends. Hello, virtual hug. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome. Well, since we got a new person here, you were on book 2. I'm going to do a little, Jeannie already knows how the little show goes, but I'm going to do my little spiel since we have somebody new here. So basically the way I run it here is a chit chat for a little bit at the beginning. Then we do 4 20-minute sprints. And in between those sprints, we chit chat, we catch up, we give each other accomplishments on doing work as simple as laundry, because that's what we're here for. We're here to encourage you to get work done and get your projects done and get that to-do list that you hate. So that's how we work it. That's my little spiel. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. I'd love to know what you were working on. Forgive me on pronunciations of names. As you can see, this is Ginny Noble, but I call her Jeannie because first of all, she's my genie in a bottle, but I am horrible with names. So I might end up calling you Gwen, if that's okay. 20 minutes is perfect length strips. Yay. Cool. And that's why I do 20 minutes, because I found that it tends to be the perfect, it's long enough to get work done, but it's short enough that if it's doing work you don't want to do, you're not torturing yourself. So rhymes with winna, like winner with a Gwenna. That works for me. I was going to say I'm going to probably end up calling you Gwen, but Gwenna. All right. So I am working on, to everybody, I am working on my book. It is called The Roseland Chronicles. It's book 1. It's called The Planetary. I am actually on a really fun chapter because the reason I'm having so much fun with this book, and my one of my friends that is helping me with it, she brought this up in conversation, and I thought this was interesting because I wanted to see if anybody, excuse my nails, by the way, I just saw that in the mirror. Well, yeah, I need to fix that. Wow. ADD distraction right there. Hello. So basically, I love this book because the first book, because you're getting the hints of everything that's to come. Like, I don't really explain how things look, what the layout is, how, I give you little like picture shots of what you get, because I'm literally writing this book the way I had the dreams. And when the dreams started out, like, I didn't exactly know I was in a penitentiary until I got out of the penitentiary and turned around and looked at it. And then I was like, and that's kind of the way we're doing things in the book, because there's a lot of stuff that happened at the beginning of my dreams that I was just like, what is this? Why is it like this? Who is this person? Why are they being thrown? Like, what is going on? And the whole first book is literally just, well, here's this person, and here's this hint of something, and here's this person, and here's this hint of something. And I love the mystique of it, I guess. I don't know. Being a Scorpio, it makes total sense that I would put like some sort of mystique layer in my writing. But yeah, that's the way that is. So that's what I'm working on. Some people like 45s, and those drag on for too long for me. Yeah. Your book's title sounds like a paranormal. It's an adventure romance mystery. It is all of the above. Literally. You don't know this, but I'm going to say this for you. This book is actually based on, and yes, I can hear Saka already saying it. Oh, she's grabbing the book. I have a notebook here that I have to get rebound because it's falling apart. But I've had dreams since, God, they started in my 20s, literally when I turned 20. And the dreams were so intense and they repeated so much that I ended up writing them down, because there was nights that I couldn't sleep and I wouldn't go to sleep. I stayed up for a week straight naturally because I was honestly afraid to go to sleep. And it was my partner at the time that suggested I start writing it down to get it out of my head. Well, if you notice, there's multiple different colors of writing. And that's because every time I had the dream, something was added to it, or I figured something out. Like, the best example I use, or the example I always use, is the car accident. Like, the dream about the car accident repeated about 10 or 15 times until I figured out how to survive the car accident and the actual steps I had to take at what time in order to survive the accident. And it was hard because I have to end up letting somebody pass. I have to end up letting somebody die in the car accident. I can't save them. And evidently every time that's what was causing me to have problems every time I had that dream, was I was trying to save that person too. Cause I was just like, if you just go faster, you'd be able to, it's timing. You got to do the timing. So, but yeah, so it's based off of that. So it says, oh, my notebook, my goodness, you put the notebook to work. Scary that the dreams are so intense for you, but I'm so glad that you're turning them into a creative outlet. I actually don't have the dreams aren't as intense anymore. I can admit that. Do I still dream? Yes. Are they that scary? No. Truthfully, it's because I've had so many years of it that I now know how to navigate it. I also know when I wake up, it's not real. I've had to spend a lot of time. That was another thing. There was things that would happen in my dreams where I would confuse reality. And I would actually have to ask people, like, did this happen or was it a dream? I need you to clarify this for me, because, yeah. So you're correct in that. And I'm just glad now that my dreams aren't as intense and I don't mix up reality with it. Cora, one of my regulars. Hello, girl. Hey, everyone. Right now, just chilling. Really? Well, it is Friday. Are you giving the kids time off of school? You have no editing? Huh. I'm shocked about that. But it is the end of the week. It is Friday. So enjoy yourselves. I think we should jump into a 20-minute sprint here. I'm ready to, wow, wrong one. I'm ready to get this going and do 20 minutes. So 20 minutes on the clock. If Cora's just chilling, girl, go walk for 20 minutes. She's like, screw you. No, seriously, sit on the couch and speed watch an episode of your favorite show. Oh, which reminds me, I'm going to write this down because I finished binge watching a show and I want to give my little input on it. All right, so 20 minutes on the clock. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Let me know what how you worked, what you were working on, how you got accomplished things, or just come back and BS with me. I guess we can say teacher parent conference day. Oh God, I do have things I need to do. I just don't want to. That's another thing we're going to talk about because I have one of the worst parent-teacher conference stories. And I'm going to share it with you guys when we come back since Cora brought that up. But right now we're going to get into a 20-minute sprint. So, Cora, I will see you in 20 minutes. Go eat some ice cream, sit on your bum, have a glass of wine. Gwenna, work on that, whatever I think you said you're working on a book. And Jeannie, my genie in a bottle, you have a great day at work because I have a feeling that you're going to have to bounce off to go to work. So, I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, and sprint. And I'm going to go fix my nails real quick because that's driving me crazy. But I'm going to remember to mute myself. And that's the end of that sprint. Holy moly. Whoa. Okay. So I've missed a couple. I got to catch up on some of these comments. Let me go ahead and take this off. Let me get this set for the next round. And I will play catch up on the comments. So, hi RC. I saw that. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Let me hop up here. So that's where we were. Hey, Cora, just chilling. That's right. Okay, so parent-teacher conference, I will get to that in a second. I didn't mention it, but yes, I am working on a novel manuscript. Very nice. That is awesome. Hello, RC. You fire and then the metal gods, because we all know I do that. If you know me, you know the metal sign, because it's always either in my text messages or you see it on me. So this sprint, I started researching some visualized plot structure for my novel's day edit. Very nice. But then the gremlin got hungry, so instead I started watching the new Shamil Writer's vid while I fed her. I have no idea what that is. Two things. Number one, speaking of research, that's another thing I'm going to bring up. So this is just one of Kibby's wacky random thought process coincidence things. So I was doing research because two of my characters use light to travel. And I was thinking to myself, well, the two characters travel in two different lights, different light spectrums. So I was like, okay, what are the difference between the light spectrums? Just so I kind of have an idea of what I'm working with. And in my research, I was looking at the spectrum of light, and I started thinking, well, what goes beyond infrared? If you start going beyond the infrared, what are you going into? And it's microwaves. And then from microwaves are radio waves, which means that that means that sound is made of light, which makes me wonder if the telescope is having trouble looking all the way back to the start of our universe. Maybe that's because they're looking from with infrared instead of radio. I don't know. Just a crazy concept I had, just a crazy thought process. Might need to, I don't know. It was just one of those things that my brain went into, and I was like, interesting. So there's that. And then for Cora, so I'm just kind of giggling because your parent-teacher conference is not far off of the parent-teacher conference that I wonderfully had with my parents. My mother was the only teacher to ever give me a detention. She was also the only teacher that ever made me get a write-up or anything like that. Well, I ended up having to have a parent-teacher conference because I got that many sign-ins. And you should have seen it. I was sitting at a table like this. I had my mom on one end and my dad on the other. And they're going, well, good evening, Mr. Spain. Well, good evening, Mrs. Spain. Oh, we need to talk to you about your daughter this evening. And I literally looked at them both and said, are you trying to make me go insane? Like, what is this? So I was just giggling because I was just like, Cora's going to have the same dilemma, except she's going to be doing it with herself. Very interesting. So I don't know. It made me giggle and it made me laugh because that's one of those experiences that, because my mom was a teacher, it changed how things were done. Back to school nights were very interesting too. Like, most of the time my mom didn't make it to back to school night because she was doing back to school night. So, but anyway, Gwen is already, she was able to, so basically I'm hearing that everybody has little munchkins that have to be fed and taken care of because it's Friday evening and that's what you do as a parent. I'm actually thinking about maybe going out after this stream, which is something I have yet to do, but there's a little beach bar that's like not that far from me. And I was thinking that maybe I'll just go get a drink or something. Like I've had one heck of a year, and Friday the 13th is next Friday, and I don't want to do that. And then Halloween's coming up, and then it's my birthday. And then it's, yeah, just time's going to fly. And I already know that there's probably not going to be a weekend that I can get out and do something. So I might be doing that tonight. We'll see. I also get up at 4 a.m. and might be asleep by 9. Like I said, we'll see what happens. But we're going to jump into another 20 minute sprint here. We're going to get the 20 minutes back on the clock. I am going to go have a little smoke break because that's what I do. And I was sitting here for an hour for a full hour prior to this stream working on my book. So I think I'm actually going to physically get up because this will be an hour and a half since I've actually moved from this chair other than to fix my nails. So yeah, 20 minutes on the clock. I will be back in 10, but I will be physically back in 10, but I will be back with you in 20. So 20 minutes on the timer in 3. Oh, wait. Oh, this always happens. So forgive me, guys, because StreamYard is so, I swear there's like a 10-second lag on comments. Breastfeeding is a little less effort than cooking, but yes, it's munchkin feeding time. See, I will forever be an auntie. I will never be the mommy. So I will leave the breastfeeding. And Cora's going to be enjoying that soon too. Oh, that is no offense, but that's a thrill and an agony that I will never have to experience. I don't think, because even if I have kids, I probably will adopt. But anyway, you ladies enjoy getting your boobs massacred by little munchkins and feed the life that is going to be our next generation. And I am going to count down and put 20 minutes on the clock in 3, 2, 1, and sprint. And don't forget to mute yourself. And that's the end of that sprint. So, how did we all do? I finally got my little smoke break, which was pleasant. I got to listen to my music, do a little dancing, enjoy the not so sunny sky, but humid, warm weather outside. And I got a little bit more going on my book. So I am stoked about that. How did the rest of y'all do? It was it seems like a short 20-minute sprint, but it was for me anyway. I'm glad that everybody is doing well. So I wanted to discuss, since there's nobody coming into the comments, I want to chit chat a little bit because I want to throw a little bit of a hissy fit. Not really throw a hissy fit, but I want to talk about my most recent binge watching. So I had to distract myself for a couple of days. And I decided to rewatch the first couple seasons of Orange is the New Black because when it first came out, I had Netflix. And then I lost Netflix. And now that I recently got it back, I decided, well, all the seasons are on there, might as well watch it. So that's what I did. I would like to say that I can definitely tell that maybe some of the producers of the show didn't like the genre of fans that they were pulling, because they took a lot of what was entertainment in the first couple seasons out and spotted it between like 5 episodes. It was ridiculous. So yes, I'm a lesbian. Why did I watch it? Of course. Lesbian sex. It's a women's prison. Like having the hookups, the drama that happens. I mean, the L Word made an entire show off of just the drama that lesbians go through. And they're not, it may have been a little bit exaggerated, but trust me, from my own experience of being a lesbian for 15 plus years, they're not wrong. Well, straight lesbian for 15 plus years. I've been bisexual my entire life. So I thought that when I watched Orange is the New Black, especially at the beginning, I was stoked. I was loving the storylines. I was loving the drama that was going on. And then they started with this whole riot thing. And I was like, okay, looks like they were going dry on the storylines and decided to just come up with one big storyline that they could pull a bunch of random things from and throw in a bunch of new characters. I could have easily made a whole nother couple seasons off of just the material from the first 3. But anyway, it got so diluted. So this is for anybody who can agree or disagree. I believe that after season 3, Orange is the New Black is started getting so diluted with so many characters and the lack of actual storyline. Like, if you actually go back and watch all the episodes about the riot, yes, in a prison environment, things can happen the way they happened. However, not as quickly, number 1. And number 2, there's usually a lot more involved. It doesn't just go the way that it's just, I don't know. I was very disappointed. Let's just say it was almost like the writers needed to go talk to some people that maybe had family or whatever in the jail or were in jail and maybe get a little bit more detail about what actually goes on. Let's just say I'm on, I forget what season it is, but for any of you that know Orange is the New Black, it's the riot just ended. They just started the new season where everybody got sent to a new prison. Season 6. And let's just say after watching half of the first episode of season 6, I will not be watching any more of it. And I can tell you exactly why that show died. They started losing their storyline after season 3 or in season 3. And they completely diverted from the complete topics that pulled in their original fans in the first place. And most of us fans that loved the show held on, or I'm sure held on, hoping that they were going to come back full circle and, maybe finish up some of the unfinished business that was started at the beginning. But no, instead of the writers being creative, they just started all anew. I was highly disappointed. So let's just say that season 6, and this is what kind of cracks me up too, is this happened with me with dance moms. They came back with season 6, tried to redo the whole thing and tried to have more of the scripted drama, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. I completely agree why Dance Moms cannot be done the way it was done before. I don't think it should have been done that way in the first place. I knew about it already because I worked in the industry before that show even came on, and I already knew watching that show that those poor kids were going to have existential problems from being on that show because of the way the producers just are. And in case if anybody decides to get into reality, just know the last people you can trust are the producers. Do not trust the producers. They are your worst enemy. All they care about is the amount of views, the storyline, and the bills. If they don't have drama for a storyline, they will make it in any way possible. And they will, anybody who's been in reality TV can tell you, they're like vultures. They will find the littlest piece of information and make the biggest drama story out of it. Yes, I agree. That's what they're supposed to do. However, there's a reason the industry is failing now because manipulation tactics amongst the third-party members doesn't work anymore. So, and I have a lot of people that are in the industry that are actually coming to me now going, oh my God, you called it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I've been watching it slowly. I've been watching this house of cards slowly crumble for a while now. And I've been waiting for the top tier to fall. And they're about to fall. So now that I've rambled on for a couple minutes, found a good PDF, but it didn't transfer to my Word very well. PDFs don't transfer to Word well. If you can, normally what I do is I open up the PDF wherever the website is, copy, just literally highlight everything, copy, and paste it, do right click into Word and paste it using one of the alternate formats. And you might have to play around with the formats to see which one is going to be the easiest for you to work with. But trust me, dealing with IRS and tax information, that's usually the best way that we go about it. So that's my suggestion to you on that. 20 minutes on the clock. We've got one more after this. So I will see you guys, I will talk to you guys in 20 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, sprint. And don't forget to 3, 2, 1. Haha. Just kidding. So that was that. I'm actually going to end the stream because I have somebody who texted me that I need to reply to. And it might be important. So, and it might take me longer than what I'm anticipating. So I hope you all have a Friday night. Thank you for joining me. If you like the stream, go ahead and like and subscribe and click that follow button. And I host streams every Tuesday and Wednesdays and Friday nights from 4 to 6, give or take ish. This is why I put ish because things come up. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that all of you have a wonderful evening. Bye.